Hello everyone, my name is Kristen Hussey, and for my presentation this week, I am analyzing BNY Mellon and TradeWeb, a comparison of a traditional versus a modern company. I would first like to start off by giving a brief background on both of these companies. Up first is BNY Mellon, which is an American investment banking services holding company. They were originally founded in 1784 by Alexander Hamilton, originally known as the Bank of New York. They merged with Mellon Financial Corporation in 2007, officially becoming BNY Mellon, which we know them as today. They are a very, very large company. They provide investment management and investment services to individuals and institutions in markets all over the world, operating in 35 different countries and employing over 50,000 full-time employees. TradeWeb, on the other hand, is an international financial service company founded in 1996 by Leo Lusky and Jim Toffey. They are one of the largest electronic fixed income, derivative, and ETF trading venues in the world. They offer over 40 products in more than 65 countries. They service more than 2,500 clients and employ over 1,000 full-time employees. The first comparison I would like to make of these two companies is in their value discipline. BNY Mellon is customer intimacy, where customer is king. A common phrase I was finding a lot is a client-first culture. BNY Mellon has a culture focused on 4 values: passion for excellence, integrity, strength and diversity, and courage to lead. Ultimately, these values funnel into providing the best services for their clients. BNY Mellon is working hard to accelerate the integration of these technologies that seem to offer the greatest potential for improving their client experience. Ultimately, BNY Mellon as a company is driven to innovate for their customers. TradeWeb, on the other hand, is a product leadership value discipline where creativity is king. They have 6 common values, which are share ideas, stay curious, take ownership, exceed expectations, act responsibly, and embrace differences. Ultimately, these values funnel into pushing forward by innovating on what is already built and innovation for the future. They are value-driven, committed to responsible action as we advance new and better ways of trading that help traders and markets break through to new levels of efficiency and transparency. So overall, both of these companies are working for their clients, but TradeWeb is more focused on the product side of things versus BNY Mellon. In terms of primary customers, there are some similarities between the two, but as differences as well. BNY Mellon has 2 lines of businesses. Their investment services business markets towards financial institutions, corporations, endowments, and public agencies. And their investment management business is more middle-class individuals, but also extremely rich people. TradeWeb, on the other hand, is split up into 3 different markets. Their institutional investors market usually includes asset managers, central banks, hedge funds, and of course, institutional investors. Their wholesale market is when TradeWeb acts as an intermediary between commercial and investment banks and principal trading firms. And in terms of their retail and middle markets, this is typically financial advisory firms, retail wealth management firms, broker-dealers, and buy-side investment managers. So as we can see, BNY Mellon and TradeWeb both serve the same customers. BNY Mellon serves more of just the average customer, whereas TradeWeb's customers are a little more specialized. In terms of building relationships and loyalty with external customers, BNY Mellon focuses on delivering exceptional client relationships. They use the continuum of client service model to create transparency and simplicity for their clients. They also provide clients with fast access to servicing protocols, including fast service inquiry resolution, enhanced data insights, improved efficiency, and instant information access, ultimately to provide their clients with the best experience possible. TradeWeb builds relationships with their customers by having a strong employee base. A lot of TradeWeb's employees are former traders and salespeople, so employees rely on these skills to collaborate with their clients using a client-centric approach. This uses innovation to produce digital tools that open new doors for clients. So TradeWeb focuses on recruiting the best of the best and retaining talented employees. Their people are the key to collaborative innovation with their clients. They have 2 programs that foster this as well, TradeWeb University and TradeWeb's Achievers program. Both BNY Mellon and TradeWeb have used AI and big data a lot to propel their businesses forward. BNY Mellon has developed an AI tool to add greater speed and efficiency to their financial transactions, including load closings, invoice payments, transfers, and ad hoc wires. A digital authentication tool is able to receive payments, review, and authenticate them. And after final review, the platform generates instructions for money movement. All of this is done in a fraction of the time that was previously required while still being accurate. They've also partnered with Google Cloud to better predict billions of dollars in daily settlement failures, generate significant capital and liquidity savings, and unlock operational efficiencies. BNY Mellon is building on existing capabilities using the latest cloud technologies to test and refine its approach to reduce treasury settlement failures, ultimately helping clients save money. Tradeweb is also using AI by building a platform called AI Price, which provides quotes for 19,000 of the most traded corporate bonds, gives buy side and sell side traders a reliable point of trade in the market. This significantly reduces their time to quote prices for portfolios and list trades. They've also expanded AI Price to include municipal bonds as well, providing a reliable reference for matching sessions, automated execution, error reduction, portfolio trading, and independent price verification. As we can see, AI is not only making both of their businesses better, but they're also using it in slightly different ways in which it helps their businesses and their customers. Next up is key events in both of these companies' history. As we know, there are many key events, but I have selected one. For BNY Mellon, their most recent acquisition of Cutwater Asset Management on January 5th, 2015 was a key digital transformation event for them. Cutwater was going to join and operate under BNY Mellon's investment management division. This acquisition was aimed to provide clients with more fixed income options in the future. It actually boosted their fixed income offerings by about 10% and increased the proportion of these assets in their total portfolio to above 15%. So overall, as we can see, BNY Mellon wanted to do this acquisition because it increased their digital maturity by making the company more marketable in the fixed income securities market. Tradeweb's key event is when they went public on the NASDAQ on April 8, 2019. After being a company for over 20 years, this was a large step for them in terms of digital transformation. It gives the platform an opportunity to expand in ways that they couldn't before. The company actually had trouble branding themselves prior to this because of being a bank-owned company, and that tag had been given to them. But by focusing on developing tools, improving efficiency, and cutting costs, they are able to reposition themselves in the market. And as being on the NASDAQ, they can rebrand themselves as well. Next is digital maturity and organizational culture. BNY Mellon and Tradeweb both have very high levels of digital maturity. BNY Mellon has a high level of digital maturity with technology and innovation being built into their company culture. They're open and objective to developing new solutions to help create transparency with clients, and they're also collaborating with world-leading companies to unlock technological capabilities. Tradeweb is continuing to innovate for their clients as a part of their company culture. They encourage their employees to innovate and develop breakthrough solutions for their clients, building solutions to support client needs across all aspects of the trade cycle, from price discovery to flexible execution to post-trade analysis and reporting. Both of these companies have implemented innovation and technology into their culture as well. So as a company, they are focused towards innovating in the future. In terms of personnel decision making, BNY Mellon actually incorporates AI into their recruiting and talent management efforts. They evaluate candidate experience, mitigate unconscious bias, and enable agile talent. Tradeweb focuses on hiring creative and innovative individuals who want to make an impact. They actually mostly hire former traders and salespeople. Only about 1/3 of their employees are strictly technologists. One commonality between these two is they both believe in strength and diversity. They respect each other's differences and they can build off of everyone's unique talents. In terms of learnings and takeaways, I feel like there's a lot to learn from both of these companies as I entered into the workforce after graduation. The first thing I've learned is to make sure that I'm keeping up with changing technology. Companies are constantly changing, and by being knowledgeable makes me more marketable as a person. And also, don't be afraid to be creative, innovative, and original in my future positions after graduation. A company like Tradeweb specifically looks for this, and any workplace should foster growth and development in their employees. On the other hand, one practice I will avoid is being closed-minded and not accepting of everyone around me. Both BNY Mellon and Tradeweb strive to have a diverse workforce and value our differences. We all learn the best from collaborating with others. I have highlighted my reference at the end of this, and Thank you very much for everything.